close, and I need you close. Yeah, wish we could stay here forever. Each day you keep getting better. Gotta love you close, and I need you close. I need you close. Yeah, na 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 na. Every day, look away. Na 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 na. Every day, look away. We could be good friends. We could be good friends. We could be good friends. We could be good friends, yeah. We could be good friends. 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 We could be good friends, yeah. We could be good friends. We could be good friends, yeah. Each time you leave me, it's harder.
Well, hello, party people. Give me a 3 in the chat if you can hear me. We are going to have a really, really nerdy day today. So let me know if whether or not you can hear me in the chat because I don't want to start being chatty patty if you cannot hear me. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. I am so glad that you are here. So, as you are sitting here, let me know two things. First thing, where are you watching from? And what is your porosity? And if you don't know what your porosity is, just say, girl, I don't know. So all I need you to do again is tell me where you're watching from and let me know what your porosity is. Either give me your porosity low, normal, or high, or say where you live, where you watching me from. And girl, I don't know. Let me know in the chat real quick before we get started. And as I am waiting to hear that back from you, we are going to go over a couple of things. So let me know in the chat. I need to know who exactly I'm talking to. Okay, boom. Low porosity, normal porosity. All right. All right. Perfect. So I want to show you a little bit, right, just for you to get a visual representation of what we are about to talk about before we begin to talk about it. All right. Um, there are going to be a couple of different things we talk about. We are going to go over the things that are in the title, and then we're going to go over something else, right? But when we're talking about porosity, it looks like this, right? When we're talking about low porosity, that means that you have a cuticle layer that is really, really tight, right? It's really, really tight and it's really, really hard for you to get any hydration inside. It's easy to moisturize, right? Because to moisturize is to just create a barrier. That's all it means. But it is only good or useful to create a barrier on top of something that has the ability to receive hydration. Give me a 3 if that makes sense. And then we have medium porosity hair. Medium porosity hair is a porosity that allows things to be able to come in and out of the hair easy, right? All of the moisture, and I mean all of the moisture, all of the hydration that wants to go in, is pretty easy for it to go in. Women who have medium porosity hair are normally the women that are like, I don't know what is wrong with all of y'all on social media, but doing hair is not that complicated because it's not hard at all for their hair to release or absorb or moisture in any way, shape, or form, or hydration. Why do I keep saying moisture? Or hydration in any way, shape, or form, right? So that's something that's really, really important that I really want you guys to get into, right? And when we leave, if you guys want, go ahead and I'll show you guys how and where you can get your free porosity test from, right? And then high porosity hair, which I have, a lot of people are confused by high porosity hair because most people think that if you have high porosity hair, your hair is automatically damaged. That's not true. But hair that is damaged, let's say, for example, you have low porosity hair naturally, right? But let's say you start using apple cider vinegar in your hair on a regular basis. Apple cider vinegar is an acid, right? That's why it strips dirty locks so good because it's literally an acid, a vegetable acid. So what it ends up doing is breaking down the cuticle layer, and then when it breaks down the cuticle layer, the hair acts as high porosity hair does. And my hair is high porosity. I have a high and lifted cuticle, right? None of these porosities are bad, none of them. Again, when you have damaged hair, your damaged hair can perform as high porosity hair. But see, the difference between, excuse me, regular high porosity hair and damaged high porosity hair is going to be the way that you are dealing with it, right? And the way that you are using products and the products that you use. So I need everybody to have a very, very honest moment with me. Be honest, right? Do you ever sleep in do you ever sleep in conditioner? Don't tell me your story. Do you ever sleep in conditioner? Have you ever slept in conditioner? All of this is something that I want us to talk about really, really fast and in a hurry, right? I want us to have this conversation about conditioner because it is one of the things that it is one of thank God. It is one of the things that I think people are so confused about. And for that reason, there are so many different like arguments, so much back and forth through social media. But if you could really like, and I'm not saying that anybody's slow and they don't, but if you could truly understand, right, the human hair shaft, what it's made of, right, and all of the things, it would be so much easier for you to pick products because right now y'all pick products based on smell on or based on the amount of slip that it has or based on how shiny it makes your hair. None of these things that I just named should be factors in you selecting a hair product, right? So let's break it down. And again, as we are talking, right, there are going to be different things that pop up on the screen, and all of the PDFs are mine. Thank you very much. But you can find all of these within my free group, right? Not all of them, but some of them within the free group. I add things periodically. So if you want to see those things, then make sure you head over there. But I need you to go ahead and take a screenshot of this and I am gonna be honest, girl. I've been drinking a lot of water and I gotta go to the bathroom. So while I'm in the bathroom, what I want y'all to do is just go ahead and listen to this song on co-washing. And then I didn't plan on playing this to the end, but girl, I gotta go to the bathroom. So hold on, okay?
You've been sleeping in that conditioner again, huh? Let's talk about it.
You pouring product like it's magic, but sis, your hair ain't plastic. You think that deep treat hit overnight, but truth is your strands ain't acting right. We doing too much in the name of love, sleeping with creams like that's enough. But baby girl, after 45, that moisture train done said goodbye. Your hair only takes in what it needs. It ain't listening to your midnight pleas. You overdo it, now it's weak. That high growth fatigue gon' make it break. Sheesh. Only 36%, that's all it gets. You laying it thick, but it don't stick. Porosity is the code you missed. It's not the product, it's how it hits.
Okay, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom. We'll listen to that later if y'all want. But I was just playing that. So go ahead, check the link in the description box below. I think I put it there. If I didn't, I apologize. It will be there whenever we get done here. But you can also head over to my website, which I'm gonna put on the bottom of the screen in 2.5 seconds. Just give me a second, girl. Just give me a second. But you can head over to my website and you can follow along. All you have to do is go over to my website, which is going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen, right? And then once you go over there to my website, that's the wrong ticker. Once you go over to my website, you'll be able to end up following along with me. All right, so you can do that, and you can go ahead and follow along with the blog post that I am reading, and then boom, or I'll put it in there later. So there we go. I am so sorry. Okay. Wherever the ticker is. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So this is on the screen. I'll add the link in a second. Or if any of the moderators are in here, if you could go over to my website and add the link to this blog post. It's the first post that's under blogs, right? All right. So are you moisturizing wrong? Let's fix that here live. So let's dive into some real talk about hair care. You know how we love to pamper our locks, but sometimes too much of a good thing can end up backfiring on you. So let's break down the science behind hair absorption and why understanding your hair's porosity is crucial. Because so many times we completely skip over porosity and we're just like, this product feels good on my hair when I get done using it. My hair feels good, but when I get done using this product, my hair feels bad. And then you demonize a product where in reality, that could actually be an amazing product, but it just wasn't fit for your porosity and you probably used it wrong. So before we even dive deep into porosity, let's get into hair absorption because most people are so confused. Like most people think that you end up like the more conditioner you use, the better it's going to be for your hair. And it's so like it's not true. Okay. Hair absorption. The hair only really absorbs 36%. This is the 36% reality because, contrary to popular belief, our hair does not soak up every product that we lavish on it. In fact, studies indicate that hair can absorb only about 36% of the products applied. This means that slathering on more conditioner or product does not necessarily translate to a better result. It's about quality and the comparability and compatibility to these products, not quantity. Does that make sense? Say yes, then that makes sense in the chat. So I need y'all to understand y'all are literally throwing y'all money away. When y'all put all of that conditioner on your hair, you are not doing more for your hair. When you layer on conditioner, or if you go to a hairstylist and unless your hair is like extremely long and they don't use that much conditioner, they're not being stingy. She's not wasting product because she understands that the majority of the product that she puts on your hair is not going to absorb. 36% is not half. Your hair is only going to absorb 36%. You can search the study for yourself. Head over to my blog. I'll have some of the links for you there if you want to look at the studies on your own. So, porosity. Porosity is the actual key to personalized hair care. Over the last decade, to personalize hair care, Black women have been like, Their only personalization has been like 4C, 4W, 4B, for all of that, all of the alphabets and the numbers, right? That's how you classify your hair. And the reality of it is that is why most of y'all are wasting y'all money, because there are a lot of products that you again think are horrible, but actually they just were not meant for your porosity. For example, if you have low porosity hair, but you go and use an extremely protein rich product, then you're going to get a really bad result. It's not going to make your hair feel good because you have low porosity hair. Your cuticles are already tight. And the only thing a protein treatment does is reinforce cuticles. It either gives you artificial cuticles or it reinforces the cuticle layer that you already have. So if you put a protein treatment whose only purpose is to strengthen the cuticle layer, what you end up doing is breaking the hair. That's why your hair would feel brittle. And then you would be like, this product sucks. No, you suck because you did not measure your porosity before you went out and bought a product. It's just the most viral product. So you think it's going to work for you. Again, the key to personalized hair care is learning your porosity. Hair porosity refers to the hair's ability to absorb or retain moisture. It's determined by the structure of the hair's cuticle, the outer layer of the hair shaft. There are three types. We have low porosity hair whose cuticles are tightly bound, making it difficult for moisture or hydration to penetrate. Next is a normal porosity. The cuticles are looser, allowing for optimal moisture absorption and retention, right? And next up is going to be high porosity, what I have. Cuticles are raised or damaged, causing moisture to be absorbed quickly, but also to be lost just as fast. And understanding your hair's porosity helps you to select the right hair products and treatments. And this is ensuring that your hair gets exactly what it needs. Now, most people get confused because it's like, I got low porosity, it's bad. I got high porosity, it's bad. When you say low, high, and medium, or high, low, and normal, most people get confused because you look at the word, the duality of the words, and you try to put them in order like, oh, this is low porosity, so this means it's worse, and high porosity, it means it's the best. It's not that type of scale. These are identifying factors. Okay, your porosity is an identifying factor. Your 4B, 4C, 4W, 4F is not an identifying factor. The curl, the structure of your hair, the amount of disulfide bonds you have, and the size of your hair's follicle have absolutely nothing to do with your hair's ability to absorb or release moisture or hydration. There could be women from 7 different races all standing next to each other, and they can all have low porosity hair. Yes, ma'am. Low porosity, high porosity, medium porosity is not structured and centered on a race or an ethnic group, nor is it centered around negative patterns unless you are somebody who is giving yourself high porosity hair by damaging the hair's cuticle, putting holes and things of that nature within it, which leads us to the myth of overnight deep conditioning. Oh, give me some snap the finger emojis in the chat if you are with me, okay? Leaving deep conditioner in your hair overnight may seem like a treat, but it can lead to a condition called hydrofatigue. This occurs when the hair is swelling excessively due to prolonged exposure to moisture or hydration, H2O, all of the things, leading to weakened strands and breakage. Most conditioners are formulated to work within 20 to 30 minutes. Most conditioners are formulated to work between 20 and 30 minutes. One more time. Most conditioners are formulated to work within 20 to 30 minutes, and exceeding that time doesn't necessarily enhance the benefit. In fact, it can do way more harm than good. So choosing products that are best for your hair based on your porosity is going to be key for you. And regardless of how long you leave a shampoo or a conditioner on your hair, it does not increase the ability. It does not matter if you add more product, your hair can only absorb 36%. That's it. That's why I'm rinsing it off, because everything else that's on the hair surface is what was not able to absorb. Hello. That's why when you put conditioner on your hair, you can still see conditioner sitting on your hair. If you just look in the mirror right now, you cannot visually see each layer of your hair's cuticle. So why would you think you would be able to visually see the conditioner being absorbed? But I digress. So choosing products based on porosity, selecting hair products that align with your hair's porosity ensures better absorption and effectiveness. Low porosity should opt for lightweight water-based products that will not sit on the hair shaft because they're already closed. You don't need to sit anything on top of it. That's why somebody who has a low porosity hair should never get a keratin treatment. I digress. We're not going into that unless y'all got questions about that later. Normal porosity hair, most products work well, but maintaining a balanced regimen is key. And then high porosity hair use heavier, more moisture retaining products to seal in hydration and protect the hair shaft because the cuticle is a little raised. Mind you, there are different levels to high porosity hair. You can have like mildly high porosity hair that's closer to medium, or you can have high porosity hair where this girl is about to fall off. It's so damaged. That's the difference. All right. So talking about your hair care routine too and your hair's porosity can lead to healthier hair, linking them two together. You will have so much more manageability because you'll be working with your hair based on what's going on with the cuticle layer instead of you working with your hair based on what different people are telling you to put on your hair. Okay, so when you head over to my blog, you will be able to access everything that we just went over just now. Let me know in the chat how you feel about what we were just talking about, if whether or not you feel like you have learned anything new. Let me know, honey, sugar. And yes, give me some thumbs up. Okay. Okay. So this is just a little hack. This is not something that I want to like talk you to death about because listen, it is not that complicated, right? The things that people say to you, right? The things that people try to get you to believe, they make everything overcomplicated because if they make everything overcomplicated, they can make you believe that you need some type of online savior when I'm not doing full-fledged videos about what hair products are the best because it doesn't matter. There is no such thing as a hair product that's the best. It's not a thing. It's just not. And a lot of people won't agree with me, but even the best product in the world, depending on its formulation, is not going to work good for the wrong woman. And these are the things that we have to understand. So many times we demonize these product lines and we come against these product lines. I'm about to I'm sharing the screen with y'all in a second. Give me 1 second. Um so many times we demonize these product lines where in reality we're just not using products properly. We're not familiar with our hair. Let's have a real moment. I really hope because we're about to have a super real moment. This not about to have nothing to do with hair. Y'all been emailing me about someone. So we're gonna address it today because I don't do drama. But anyway. Um Whenever we are talking about porosity and things of that nature, y'all, I really need y'all to keep things so simple. It's not complicated. Here is my website, right? Hold on, let me make sure this. I gotta move this thing off the screen. Okay. So you see where it's scrolling across the bottom. That's my email, but my website is www.cnsmith.guru. That's my website. I'm gonna put it in a minute, but let me. Okay. Okay. So you will go to, this is the homepage of my website, right? You'll go to the homepage of my website, and then, mind you, we have a bunch of new sample series. I'm so excited for you guys. You guys can go and try out a couple of different herbal blends that I have. You can try out like a couple of them for one, like, at one time, just like a smaller sample size. But anywho, I digress. Anyway, so if you want to get a free porosity test, all you're gonna do right here on my website, it says free porosity test right here in yellow, and then you're just gonna click on this button, and what it's gonna do is going to grow. You can't get something for nothing. So you won't have to pay no money, but I am gonna ask you for your email address. So you'll click on this button. It'll ask you for your name, your first and last name, and your email address. And then don't leave the page. I'm not sending you an email. On this page is going to be like it's either in green, it's either green wording, or blue wording, and it's like, click here to download your free ebook, and then you'll download the free ebook, and it breaks down exactly how to check your porosity, right? How to check your own porosity at home. So that is a free resource that I have for you, and I actually have quite a few free resources for you guys. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm just like randomly getting on here saying random things without actually giving y'all something, right? All right. And so then my blog, same exact thing. My blog is on the website. That's right there. The cnsmith.guru going or whatever. So that is what it is. Do you guys have any questions about, give me a 2 if you can still hear me, because it's saying something about my connection. Let me know if you can hear me first, and then I'm taking questions. Again, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm telling you, I've been drinking a lot of water. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to answer the questions concerning the topic we've been talking about just now, right? 26 minutes, baby. Any questions concerning porosity and your hair products based on porosity, right? And then we are going to address this one thing y'all keep asking me questions about, and then we're gonna get on the bone about the here. Okay. So what I need y'all to do, again, leave y'all questions concerning what we're doing today. We didn't talk about scientific brushing today, but I said concerning what we talked about today. Scientific brushing don't really have nothing to do with porosity. So things about porosity and hair products, that is what I need y'all to ask me questions about in the chat, okay? And again, we're going to address this. I told myself it was depending on how many, not how many messages, but if, we gonna play the song again. Or a different one. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm tired in the way.
If you don't co-wash your ass, don't co-wash your hair. You wouldn't skip soap, so why you out here not caring? That co-wash life, it ain't made for the grind. Now your scalp smelling like it's bath time. So let's be fair. Do you co-wash your ass? Then don't co-wash your hair. Then don't co-wash your hair. Midweek refresh, okay, that's cute. But girl, not when your scalp on mute. Sweat, oils, dirt, that's build up boo. Now you wonder why your curls won't do.
Hello, party people. I just like I have children. I had to use the bathroom. So I'm sorry. I hope that song didn't irritate you. Next time I'll put on an instrumental. Let me know in the chat if whether or not you just want me to go ahead and add an instrumental next time because I will go ahead and do that. Okay? Okay. Someone in the chat mentioned it. Mentioned what, boo? Co-washing? You did? Let me see. I'm in a really good mood. I'm not gonna say any. I'm not gonna be a smart ass. Who said something about co-washing? I think you measure porosity by how long your hair takes to fully be saturated. But you should ask ChatGPT. That seems to be everyone's response to questions like that. I don't know if you heard what I said at the beginning, but I already explained the definition of porosity and what that meant. So maybe rewind it to the beginning for you to get a better idea of it because that's not the definition of porosity. That song is on point. I wanna go. Then I tried to download the free porosity test and saw the green download link and clicked it, but it didn't do anything. I think you need to fix the link. I just downloaded it myself right as I was showing you how to do it. So maybe try to like close out your computer and then redo it again because I just downloaded it myself. Okay, so I don't think anybody has any questions. Can you explain using shampoo or conditioner with protein during clarifying days? If you have low porosity hair, I believe you mentioned it in a recent video. Can you explain shampoo and conditioner with protein clear? I I never said that on clarifying days it has to have protein. We were talking about Nioxin shampoo. I mean not Nioxin, Nexus shampoo, and it just so happened that Nexus shampoo ended up having protein in it. And I said that it's not a big deal as long as you only using it on the clarifying shampoo day. But I never said that your clarifying shampoo has to have protein in it. That doesn't make sense. There, you don't need any type of clarifying shampoo for, I mean, any protein for clarifying. That doesn't, that the two don't go hand in hand. Sorry, I'm used to chats where people talk to each other also. Laugh out loud. None of my messages were for the creator. Okay. All right. So lastly, I'm gonna say this and then we are going to go. Um I give me a two in the chat if you have watched a video about me having hydrolyzed suppurativa. What do you think about double porosity hair? That's not there's no such thing as double porosity hair. Um okay. So okay. So I have had I want to say okay, so I've had hydrolyzed suppurativa. I want to say it started like right the year before I started my period, and I started my period when I was 10. I know, so like probably since I was 9 years old. So anywho, forever, literally until like I want to say I was like probably like 22. I was watching a video here on YouTube, beautiful brown baby doll, whatever, whatever, and that's how I ended up finding out that I had hidradenitis suppurativa, right? So for the longest time, right, I wanted to expand on it and talk more about it because I was so like taken back by for myself by just the simple fact that I just really thought I was a weirdo. I just hid it my whole life, never talked about it, saw it and none of my other friends dealt with it. And I just thought I was freaking weird until I got here on YouTube. And ever since then, I had always wanted to like build like a community around it, right? So Mine is all mine. I finally got mine in remission and learned how to pull it back. There right now is no cure for it, but that does not mean that I don't know how to manage it or that we don't know how to manage it. So just recently, mind you guys, I'm not saying this to say, oh, I just do so much, girl. Like, especially if you've been watching me for longer than a couple of months, I have done so many different things in my life. Like by the time I was 22 years old, I had my own salon with 5 different stylists in there, 2 children and a husband. By the time I was 22. So I'm not trying to say like, oh my God, I move so much faster than everybody else, but I need you to understand like a lot of stuff that people do now, like I have my own hair salon with employees and 2 children and a husband at 22 with my own house, nice ass house at 22. So now today I'm 34 years old, right? So I ended up um opening up this thing where I was getting together. I've been getting together women who have hydrogenated suppurativa for over a year now, right? Because hydrogenated suppurativa is so widespread. So there's so many different women with so many different men and women with so many different personalities that have it. And I don't want one of those panels where everybody is just all scatterbrained. Like we got some people that's soaking their body in apple cider vinegar all day, and you got other people that's doing all of the things. So it's just stuff is just crazy. So that's why it's taken so long. When I say panel, before the panel that I had with T and Creed, that was just 2 people. I didn't see that as a panel. I saw that as like 3 professionals talking, right? But I wanted to do a panel, like where it's like 10, 11 people. So it's really, really hard to get that many women from that many people around, right, at one time. So we were working on dates, we were getting things together, and then as we're getting things together, I'm also getting to know them. We have a group chat, we're talking to each other, we're going back and forth, and a couple of the ladies in the chat wasn't really vibing. I'm not saying nobody's name, at least in this portion of the story. um there were a bunch of women that just weren't vibing, right? They just were not liking each other's energy, right? And there's nothing you could do about that, but you could feel it. And if I could feel it, I knew y'all were going to be able to feel it. So I didn't want to bring it, right? Mind you, I've been working on this group for over a year. So the group that I'm talking about right now, that group was long before Cree and T came on my channel, long before either one of them came on my channel. Okay, about a year and some change before they did. So we had a conversation or whatever, and it wasn't a blow up with me. It was a couple of girls who will remain nameless. They're not professional hairstylists. They just women from 2 completely different sides of the world. One was from Memphis, one was from New York, and one was from freaking Barbados. Somebody said something out of the way, things went left. There were a couple of them that didn't feel comfortable having conversations in the group because hydrogenated suppurativa is super personal. Sometimes you get them in really, really personal areas. So certain people wanted to have conversations with me by myself, by themselves, right? So my book is coming out this week. Well, one of my books is coming out this week, and then 2 more are coming out later in the month. So I'm like, okay, I have to center in and lock in. Same time, around the same time, me and another person that I introduced y'all to the channel were getting to know each other, right? Getting to know each other. So as I'm building this or whatever, and as I'm getting this going, I was trying to do so many different things at one time, like have the apothecary, the YouTube channel, and the apothecary. All I don't resell my products in the sense of like, oh, somebody else's stuff and then I put the label on them. No, I get the herbs sent to me wholesale, and then I mix herbal blends by hand. The extracts that I make are not purchased in bulk by another company and then bottled by me. I make everything. Well, the extracts are made with a machine. but I do it. I put the labels on by hand, plus chat, plus the lab that I'm at, plus me being a research scientist, all of the things I'm doing at one time. At the same time I'm doing this, I am getting to know this person and trying to help these women build these relationships so our panel is easy flowing coming, right? And it was about 12 women. So I make a video I make it a video or whatever about it on live, like kind of speaking frankly about it. Me and the girls had private conversations, and I was like, "All right, y'all, I'ma just speak frankly here on YouTube. I'ma speak frankly here on YouTube to y'all, but that's what I'm talking to because I don't feel like all of the back and forth. I'ma just make a general statement." They like, "All right, cool." I make the video. We talk in our chat, mind you. Everything that I'm saying we're going the chicks that I'm talking about, we're gonna have a conversation about it here online. So that I'm just giving you a prerequisite of what it is. Because I've gotten a couple of different emails just over these last couple of days. So hold on. Making sure my husband went okay. So I have a conversation with the women or whatever. And they're like, okay, cool. About two of the women in the group, it was like the two of them was like kind of going at each other, and they both decided to like bow out. So I'm like, okay, cool. But at that point, I was like, because mind you, I'm already like, the new year happened way after January for me. We'll talk about that another day. But I was already in the process of like new beginnings, doing different things, and not really looking at old stuff. Mind you, with all of the things that I have going on, whenever I bring people here on the channel, I hope this doesn't, it is going to sound rude. I don't care. But when I'm bringing stuff on the channel, it's never personal. We're talking about the science of the human body. It is never personal. I'm just not in that place in my life. When I was 23 years old, my father dropped dead. I am not easily offended, nor do I put my emotions into things like that. I don't. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And the person that you see here, the person that you hear here is the same person that you're going to get if we're friends, right? So at the same time, all of this stuff is going on with this group of freaking 12 women. As all of this stuff is going on, the other person that I'm building a friendship with, I'm trying to kind of open myself up, not like kind of open myself up a little bit. I don't know how else to say it, but you know how people like to say, I'm a girl's girl. I don't think I'm a girl's girl, right? Meaning like, to me, most girls like they sit around and they talk on the phone all day and they want to be friends and they talk on the phone all day and like what you doing and stuff. I will try to do that like sincerely from my heart, but then I get so burned out. Like I'm a cancer. What they say about cancers and the crab is so true. Like it don't have nothing to do with the person. Like if I talk to anybody, my mama, my husband, my kids for a long period of time, I am like drained. Like I like to be in my own space, in my own company. So I am the type of person like when I start friendships with people, I say right up front, which is what I said to this person right up front. This is all I'm saying, and I swear to God, on my father's ashes, this topic will never come up again. But I cannot not address it because I have y'all in my comments asking me questions about a video the person made, and I'm not. I've had this channel for 12 years. I've never had drama on this channel ever. The only drama that I had is with old boy, and that's not drama. I'm a female. I don't have drama with men. I've never had drama on the channel, and I do not have it now. Nothing happened because a lot of y'all have been writing me emails like, oh, they said like it's just them and their kids now, and y'all used to say y'all was best friends, and what did you do? Did you hurt her feelings? What happened? And all of this, y'all, what the fuck? Nothing happened. When we first started talking, I said, hey, I do things like on a quarterly schedule where, like right now, it's the first of the year, it's the first quarter, all the stuff is in, and now I'm in a place where I can just chill. But then after that, don't get offended. But it may be times where you text me and I don't text you back for a couple of days or whatever, and I'm not that friend that's just on the phone with you all day. Like that'll burn me out. I'm not like a phone person. I'm like a texter. That's it. And it was cool. And the person was like, okay, I don't mind. Everything's good. I'm like, okay, yes, because most of the time I can't have female friendships because women can't handle that. They're like, oh my God, we supposed to talk on the phone every day. Oh my God, oh my God. And I cannot. I can't talk to nobody on the phone every day. Oh my God. Like I don't know if any other cancers understand, but Lord help me, Lord, I cannot do it. But for months, I really, truly, from the depths of my soul, I really tried. But then I was getting like it was starting to stress me out, not because of the person. The person didn't do anything wrong. Me, Shalissa, me. I cannot just sit and absorb other people's energy all day. I can't. And I don't know if there are any other cancers on here or any other people who share this sentiment. I hate small talk. Oh my God, I talk for a living. The only time I want to talk on the phone is if we're talking about something. That's it. But at the beginning, I was like, okay, my husband was like, don't be like that. Try to, okay, so I did. But then the person at the very beginning of our friendship, which is the only reason I opened this door, I'm not being arrogant, but on a weekly basis, on a weekly basis, I have at least, I'm not being like arrogant, I have at least like freaking 100 comments a week collectively between Instagram, YouTube, and all of the other places, especially my website, my 7-day challenge, my growth cycle blueprint, like the comments here on YouTube. I am stretched so fucking thin. Oh my God. Like so thin, but not in a bad way. I'm not complaining because I put everything in its compartment so I'm not overwhelmed. And that's why the friendships that I start my friendships off saying, hey, hello, how are you? My name's Stan. I'm a Cancer. I get overstimulated really quick. I don't want to talk on the phone every day. My exact words to this person were, as long as friends we can check in with each other, I'm good. Those were my exact words. The person said, oh, I'm so good, I'm nothing like that. All I gotta say, and all I asked of you is don't lie to me. This is what this person said to me. Don't lie to me. That's all I ask of you. Just don't lie. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Be honest with me. You not gonna hurt my feelings. No matter what, you are not going to hurt my feelings. Be honest with me. And that conversation was the conversation that made me say, you know what? Even though on a daily basis, and in my next video, I'm going to block out their names and I'm going to just add some screenshots of it to the screen so you can know what I'm talking about, my nigga. Like, I just had a lady literally this morning send me an email like, hey, Sin, can you call me? And left me her phone number. Do, bro, so for me to open myself up to somebody like that, I'm like, okay, this is money right here. What you talking about? I don't actually mean money. I mean like good. Like, oh my God, this is perfect. And and we already had those conversations. I do stuff quarterly at a certain time of the quarter. I'm be in the lab half of the day. Then I'm still a mom to a soon to be 14-year-old and 13-year-old, still a wife, got an apothecary, am a research scientist, do all of the things, right? Had a conversation, girl, I understand. So again, the person was like, if you just let me know, just be honest with me. I'm like, okay, bet. Mind you, most people's problem with me here on YouTube is that I'm too honest. So for whatever reason, people people in the world, Craig, not just the city, the world, they see me and be like, oh, she's gonna act different with me. No, I'm not. What you see is what you get, my nigga. Like, that's what it is. So if I have something to say, I'm going to say it, especially if you tell me, if you just promise me, my only stipulation is don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. I'm not gonna be hurt. My feelings not gonna be hurt. Tell me the truth. Bet. Okay. This is money. I can be friends with this chick. We can mess with each other. Okay. Bet. So months go by, and I'm not blaming this person. We collectively, well, I was texting back. We was texting each other every morning, every day. At first, it was cool. But again, it's my fault that I be trying shit new, knowing goddamn well that I can't. But I be trying. So I did it for a minute. But this person said, be honest with me. Whatever you do, don't lie to me. I'm a big girl. I can take it. Bet. No problem. So I told them straight up, not in a rude way at all, to me. Like, hey, this is my schedule. Told her my schedule, from which is not something that I have to do. Literally told her like how my schedule goes for the month almost. And was like, sometimes I just don't want to talk, basically, is what I said. Sometimes I can't remember exactly what I said, but basically I was just like, so I can't. I'm not that type of girl. Like and I sent her a video. I can't remember his name, but anyway. I sent her this video. It was a dude, and he was talking about adult friendships and like how some people. He was talking. That's what it was. I can't remember his name, but he was talking about the difference between male and female relation friendships and how females want to talk to each other every day and stuff like that. Oh my God, what are you doing? And how dudes can go like months without talking to each other, but then every time they talk, it's like, hey, what up? And it's like nothing ever happened. I sent her that message. It was like, hey, I'm kind of like the second dude. I kind of fit into the dude group. So from that point, I thought everything was good. I thought everything was fine. So I don't remember what it was, but it was like the following day, the very next day after we had that conversation, the person texted me again in the morning, and I didn't answer. I'm not being rude or disrespectful. I'm extremely spiritual. So I start my day off a certain way. And so I don't have anybody's energy around me. My husband's, my children, my dog, nobody, just mine. Just basking in my own energy, my own thoughts, not letting anybody else cloud me or anything. So for a while, like it was probably like a 2-3 month period, literally every single day, because the person is a couple of hours ahead of me in time. Every time I got up, that was the first thing I was doing. So the day after that, she had texted me again or whatever, and I didn't respond at first because I was like, okay, let me like focus, because it's not that person's fault, but I was just like, oh my God, like I was feeling bad, like, okay, I gotta be a good friend, let me make sure I hurry up and text back. Oh, I gotta be a good friend, let me make sure I hurry up and text back. Oh, I don't want them to feel like they irritate me. Let me hurry up and text back. And the person had said, don't lie to me. Be honest. Tell me. I can take it. You don't got to mince words with me. That's one of my favorite things about you. You are super honest. Woo, 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 boom. So I'm thinking I'm straight. She texts me like twice in that day, and I didn't answer. And then she texts me again that night at night. And then I was like, hey, like, okay, I'm not trying to be rude, but this what I meant. Like, I can't. I don't remember exactly what I said. I guess it was rude, but I basically said in so many words, like, I really don't want to talk every day. Basically, is what I said. And I guess that was rude. I'm not gonna miss words. I want to say that I said it super nice. I don't remember exactly what I said. So I'm just gonna say I said, hey girl, I know I didn't text back earlier, but I do not want to talk on the phone to anybody every day. There's nobody on the earth who talks to me every day. Like, that's what I said. I'm sorry if that sounds rude to people, but whatever. After that, it was problems. After that, all of the energy started to change because I said that I do not want to talk on the phone every day. So then after we had that conversation, probably like for 2-3 days, 2-3 days, we didn't talk, which was fine. Right. And then like, I want to say the day before I went live on YouTube, about the chicks that I told you about, the group of 12 that's now 10. Um, Before I went live about them or whatever, me and her had that conversation. So one of the girls that was in the group felt like I was picking one chick over her. And that's when I made the video, like, I don't have time for this. I said, I have a husband, children, I got a job, I got an apothecary, I got this, I got that, 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 right? So then after that, probably later on that day, mind you, I noticed after I said I don't want to talk on the phone every day, it went from that person being in every live, being the first person in every live, talking in every live, be the first person to comment to y'all ain't seen this person on my channel since I said I don't want to talk on the phone every day. That's all, nothing else happened. Okay. So then I didn't talk to the person this whole time, and then I get a text message after I went live that last time. I forget. I'll make the video public again and put it in the chat. I went live or whatever, talking to the girls, and I was saying to them, not in a rude way, I don't have time for this fucking drama. This is about hydronitis suppurativa, and y'all, I know y'all don't know each other, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. I was talking to them. The person sends me a text message and was like, basically, like, I hurt their feelings, when I said what I said, and whatever, this, and that, and all of this stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't take nothing. I don't take nothing personal. Like, I just said, I just, I was just being honest. Like, nigga, I don't want to talk to anybody every day on the phone. I didn't call her a nigga. I was not being rude or disrespectful. We were texting. So it wasn't none of that. Do I remember what I said word for word verbatim? No, I do not. Do I still have all the text messages in my phone? No, I do not. Do I still have the person's number in my phone? No, I do not. So I said what I said or whatever, and I'm very blunt and transparent. There are no holes in my clothes, my nigga. Like, the only reason you would lie is if you scared of something happening to you. I don't, like, what are we talking about? Like, so I was like, okay, no, I was not talking about you. However, I wasn't about to go into that conversation with the chicks, right? And mind you, just because I have a friendship with somebody or I'm building a friendship with somebody doesn't mean that I tell you every drip drop piece of my life. So that's why, as a woman, you just straight up say whatever your issue is, so that way you don't look stupid. So she texted that or whatever, and then I was like, no, like, it was I didn't mean, I apologize. I said, well, I apologize. I said, I'm really sorry, like, that wasn't my intention. I swear, now I don't remember this shit word for word. I was like, I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings, if I made you feel like that wasn't my intention, but I'm really straightforward, and I was under the impression that you the one who said be honest, like, nothing's gonna hurt my feelings, so I thought we could shoot straight with each other. But I apologize, and I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I was like, really meant what I said when I said I care about you. Like, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And then everything was copacetic. It wasn't shit after that. Nothing else fucking happened. Nothing else. We went from that to, like, randomly texting each other about, like, hair color and all types of shit. Then I go in my email, this is about to be over. I'm about to take your questions, and then I'm about to go eat my food. Next thing I know, I go in my, like, y'all sending me comments and stuff like, oh, what's going on with you and this person? What happened? Somebody wrote me a message, oh, you hurt her feelings? What's wrong with you? Like, seeing sometimes you don't have to be mean to people. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? So now we're here today. There is nothing left out. Nothing. The only thing that's probably been left out is maybe like, oh, her message was rude. She said she doesn't want to talk on the phone, too rude. That's it. But that's all that happened. Nothing else. Nothing else. I love y'all so much. I'm not talking about it again. I love y'all so much. I'm not talking about it again. Whatever narrative is painted by other people is whatever is painted. But over the years, I've had this channel for 12 years, and you've never seen any bullshit on my channel like this. Do I go in on scientific stuff? Yes, because I'm passionate about it. I would do that anywhere. And every scientist that I know is just as passionate as I am, right? So I just really, really need y'all to see that. And I really, really need y'all to understand. I love y'all so much. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I am not giving you details. This is for the people who sent me messages. You know who you are. Nothing happened. I do not have any drama in my life. Y'all, please stop asking me those questions. Nothing happened except for I told somebody this is the type of person I am. I'm not that type of female that want to sit on the phone all day. I don't want to talk to anybody every day. That is it, and that is all. Maybe I'm a accountable ass woman. Maybe I could have been sweeter. Maybe I could have said it like this. Maybe I could have been nicer, but I was made to think that the person that I was talking to had the same type of energy and spirit that I have. Because if somebody would have said that to me, I would have been like, damn, my bad, girl. I be bored and shit. Okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. I ain't gonna fuck with you. And then that would have been the fucking end of it. That's it. That's all. That's it. Okay? I love y'all so much. That is it. As it pertains to that situation. I'm going back up. I'm going to answer y'all questions. It is what it is. When I never talk to people ever. I never have people up on my channel ever. Y'all were all shocked. I've had um I am so sorry. Don't get mad at me. I cannot think of, oh my God. The first chick that I had that was like, coconuts, save your coconuts for your pina coladas. I love her. I had her up on my channel. T and Cree, and then that's it. Nobody else has been on my channel in 12 years, and nobody else will again. Okay? So I love y'all so much. I do not have drama. Again, y'all, please stop writing, asking me questions. Nothing has happened in my world. I did nothing to anybody. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't say things that I don't mean. I don't speak over my words. I don't. I do not know how to do that. I don't. I don't. I don't know how to do that. So if a woman is asking me to talk to them every day on the phone, you are asking me to step outside of who I am. I don't do that. If you're asking me to say stuff like this, oh, you're asking me to do something that I do not want to do. I'm not going to say I don't have the ability to do, but I do. But if I'm going to be your friend, I should be able to be myself 10,000%. But that's neither here nor there. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want y'all to stop writing me about it. Okay? Nothing happened. I did not do anything. There was no big argument. There was no big falling out. Nobody's offended. Nobody cussed anybody out. Nobody was yelling. None of that shit happened. You hear me? None of that. None of it. None of it. I don't have time for the bullshit. Okay. Moving along. I'm moving back up to y'all questions. Okay. Can you do me a favor and tell me what double porosity hair is? I am not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not being a smart ass. I seriously do not know what double porosity is. And then I'm going to get to the bottom of the questions and then we're going to leave. I really do not know what double porosity is. I'm sorry. I'll double check and refresh things when I get downstairs, whenever we get off of here. But I just like was downloading it again because it's like a click of a button and it worked for me. I don't know why. I'll double check for you though. I'm not saying like, oh, you stupid. It's you. It's not. I'm a check it. I promise. Okay, thanks. I have that nexus for my daughter, and I couldn't remember what you said. Yeah, like it's fine as long as you don't use like that can't be her regular shampoo, but it does have a little bit of protein in it, but it's not like a protein treatment. So it's not a big deal. You can use it, but I would use a different conditioner. I wouldn't use the same, the clarifying shampoo has like that same conditioner that's with it. I wouldn't use that one on her hair, because that one is like the conditioner, you just rinsing it off, but you putting like a protein rich barrier on it. So I wouldn't use that for her hair. To this day, I have no idea how mine went away. I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to tell me again. I got lost. Can different sections of the hair have different porosities? Yes. Yeah. It happens. It does. I've seen it. And okay, what's funny is when I first learned about porosity, it was I just girl, I just thought I know everything, right? Everything. And it was this chick who came in and she had like, okay, her hair in the front had a different level of porosity than her hair in the back, but that was because she worked outside. She worked in construction. So it's yes and no, right? Because it's kind of dependent on that's not really a natural occurrence, meaning like it grew out of your hair like that, but because she was standing directly in the sun, it changed her porosity. So she had different porosities. And then I met one woman who had like high porosity around her I mean low porosity around her perimeter, but high porosity throughout the middle. It's definitely possible, but most of the time it's for a reason though. Most of the time it's for a reason though. I finally caught a live. I'm listening. Hi, even though I'm so late. I'm sorry. I've emailed you. You never responded. What is your email address? I was just putting it down the bottom. Hold on. Is that my email address? No, it is not. Hold on, player. It ain't my email address. I'm put it in the description box. I'm not a good ticker person today. I don't know why. Oh, I don't think this is it either. But I'll leave it in the chat when we get done. I'm sorry. I suck at that today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Where was I? Who okay. I'm grateful. I don't know anyone that has the time to be on the phone all day unless it's about business. My circle don't have the time to be on the phone all day shooting the breeze. No, I don't. I actually hate talking on the phone to anybody. It's not personal to any. The only person that I spent nights on the phone with is my husband when we was getting to know each other. But that's for a completely different reason. You know what I'm saying? We was getting up on the phone. We've been together for 16 years. But even now to this day, we don't talk on the phone. Even okay, his aunt, she's 105 years old, right? It'd be so funny. Like whenever she calls, he stops what he's doing and he answers, not only because she's 105 years old, but because he knows whatever she wants is gonna be quick. I swear to God. That we'll answer the phone. She'll be like, hello, how you doing? Or no, I'm gonna do one we call her. She'll be like, how you doing, baby? We be like, hey auntie, how are you? Like nothing. What's going on? And then you would tell her what she want, and then she'll be like, oh, okay. She'll answer your question, and she'll be like, anything else? No. Okay, bye. Or if she calls you, she called my husband and was like, do you remember this day that we did XYZ? My husband was like, yeah. She was like, you were so happy. You said blah 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 blah, and this and that, and then you was laughing. Okay, bye. That's how I do not sit on the phone with anybody about nothing. Oh my God. Or texting. I don't talk to my friends. Or I have friends from high school that I probably talk to once, like we probably talk two, three times, three, four times a year. We got kids. They all got businesses. Like, and I'm not being rude or nasty. Like if any cancers or oh my God, that was so weird. If any cancers are I'm not be like hate small talk. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like what are we gonna talk about? And this is I'm not talking about this person anymore. I'm not. Right now we just talking about liking to be on the phone. That is, I'm not talking about that person anymore. That's not it. I, it's a dead thing. But as a Cancer, I love my own space and my own company so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a Gemini, but I understand me and my best friend talks one every couple of months. Yes, nigga, shit. Like, oh my God. I, oh my God. Like, I talk for a living here on, not even here, just here on YouTube. I consulting. I told y'all what I do before. Oh my God. Sometimes I'll be like tired and I don't feel like cooking. My husband will just come in the room and look at me. He won't even say nothing to me. He'll just look at me and then he'll either start cooking something because he know I'm out of it and I don't have no energy left, or which he don't really be cooking nothing. He may put like chicken in the oven, but that's about it. Or he gonna order something. We don't have no long drawn out conversation. My husband, we even be having each other on retainer. Like, it's like we got like routines and patterns. Not like this is our routine, you better stick to it. It's just I'm just a creature of habit, and so is my husband, to the point if either one of us stepped out or did anything, the other would know because neither one of us go outside of our routines and patterns. It's just not our thing. Not as a couple, just as people. Me and my husband's birthday is on the same day. He's just 2 years older than me. So even my husband, like, I'll be in there with him for a couple of hours in the morning or a couple of hours or sometime in the day. I talk him to death about nothing. It's my wifely right and duty, motherfucker. Hello. Talk him to death about absolutely nothing, girl. And the thing is, after about 15 minutes, I can look at my husband's face and tell he want me to shut the fuck up. He don't be looking like he got an attitude or nothing. He be looking so sweet and patient, but I know him because we've been together for so long. So I'll just be playing around and I'll be like, oh, okay, and vice versa. One day my husband was taking a break from doing something. And so he came outside and was like in my space and was like, I'ma sit down with you. And he was talking and I looked at him like, so what you about to do? And he started laughing because that's what we tell each other when we're tired of each other. What you about to do? So girl, like empath, small talk is, oh my God. Like, now if you got something groundbreaking, ground shaking, ground shattering, something that I've never thought about before, something that's gonna make me like, oh, unpeel my oh my God. But my daughter is about to be 14 and my son is about to be 13. My kids barely pay attention to me. Okay. I be having to remind them, hey, I'm your mom, I'm here, remember me? I'm a Leo, straight to the point. Oh, whew, same when I'm on the phone. I be like, get to the point. Okay, okay, okay. I feel you. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Cause I do have to say, when I saw the video, cause I didn't see it until y'all was sending it to me. My feelings wasn't hurt. I'm not gonna lie, but I was just like, what the fuck, like. And I just closed the door right back up. I don't need no new goddamn friends. I'm about to be 35 years old. I'm good. Whatever people ain't in my world don't need to be there. I cannot. I can not well, and my husband told me not to say that, so sorry. So I'm not gonna say that because my husband was like, don't close the door to stuff. That just wasn't it. And I'm not looking for it. I am not. I love my own company so much. Like, this is gonna sound crazy to some people because people be like, "Oh, if a chick don't have a whole bunch of friends, you can't trust her," or whatever. Nigga, I don't care. I do not care. I do not have a lot of people around me. I don't like to, I can go wherever I want. I don't want to. I love my own company. I love my own space. I love my own thoughts. Oh my God. And so I get overwhelmed because I take on other people's emotions like subconsciously. I don't even mean to do it. So if you call me, and I know friendship means if it's something wrong, y'all talk on the phone and y'all give each other y'all problems and stuff like that. And that's cool for the problems, the stuff that's big, but just on a daily, I can't absorb anybody's energy. I'm not saying that the energy is bad. I just don't want anybody's else's energy but my own. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with other people's. I just don't want any but my own. No, ma'am, call you, girl. I don't know what I didn't respond. Sin, can you call me? No. I love her ruthlessly unapologetic. Listen, well, the majority of the fucking world doesn't, because apparently, when you be yourself and you just be honest, that hurts people's feelings, and people can't take that. But if I was fake and I was just like, if I what the stuff apparently shit would have went better if I would have just acted like it wasn't bothering me, and then just went in the room with my husband and talked about you like a dog and not said nothing and just been irritated every time you call my fucking God. Here it is again. But no, I didn't do that. I did what the person asked me to do, which was not lie and be honest and straight up and straightforward. And that's what it was. So, girl, and that's for everybody. That's with my family. Nobody can ever say that I disrespected them. And this is the funniest part about anything. Anybody who I've ever had, who has not who I've ever, who's ever had an issue with me, has always came back and been like, you know what, saying I'm sorry. I can see now you just meant what you was just saying this, you was just saying that, because they instantly get offended by my tone or maybe by my honesty because I'm not pussyfooting it around. Like, I don't know. But girl, I don't care. I friend like a dude then. Yes, I'm a friend like a dude. I tell my husband all the time. My husband be laughing all the time. He was like, you used to be a dude in your past life or something. I do. I don't like, like love stories and stuff. I hate watching like a movie where the world about to end and love is involved. Oh my God, I hate it so much. Like, it's a zombie apocalypse. Why are y'all kissing? Oh my God. I'm not one of those girls. I had the same best friend for I was 11 years for this exact reason. Hmm. Yeah. One of my friends, I've known her since I was in ninth grade. We actually fought in the ninth grade. It's Detroit stuff. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. I have another friend I've known since sixth grade. No, yeah, fifth grade. That was led into fifth grade. We're 35. We probably talk we probably talk once a quarter, maybe once every 3, 4 months. But if some shit pop off, not like negative, but in life, weddings, birthdays, kids stuff, we're there. Like, but I don't, girl, girl, we were both tomboys growing up. We literally never had a fight in literally 20 years because yes, you just no reason to. And that's one of the reasons that I don't do girls, because I don't do this fucking drama. Ooh, I don't do drama and emotional stuff. Like, I do not want to be held liable for no female's emotions. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't. So that disqualifies me for a friend, because no, no. I'm not, no, I'm sorry. I do not have time for that shit. I don't. So even the hydronitis suppurativa thing, instead of it being because the two dropped off and then it's 10 left, I'm canceling the whole thing. There's probably one chick I still may do it with, and she wasn't even a part of the 12. So it's gonna be a completely different group of women. a completely different group. I'm probably gonna bring one of the 12 up because she's really cool. I am gonna bring you up, girl. Just one of the 12 because she's really cool. I mean, one of the 10 that's left because she's really cool, and she's just gonna be verifying what I just said. So nobody can be like, "See, made that story up. Your mama made it up." Yeah. So I just don't care. I don't. I don't care. I don't. I don't have time. I don't. I don't. I'm not doing it. Yes, I hate it so much. Especially nothing. Like, why are you making videos talking about something like I was just and my feelings were hurt and I don't even care anymore. I'm not dealing with this person and it's just me and my family. Like, because I said I don't want to talk on the phone every day. Anyway, I'm about to go eat my Chinese food. I hope they get the help they need. Now let's get back to the wisdom. Exactly. I will say it plain first. It gets girl. Listen, dang, I need more cancer friends. I've literally never met any person like this other than my best friend, and she's a Pisces. That's interesting. Yeah, well, I have well, and then what's crazy about it, it's so crazy the way stuff works because one of my old friends from when I first moved to Vegas, like when I first moved to Vegas, it was so weird. Like we just randomly like started talking again or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm not crazy because we because we was catching up. We literally I think the last time we seen each other we was 19 and we both 34. She 35, I'm 34. She only a couple months older than me. And or am I are we both no, we both 34. I'm tripping. She haven't turned 35 yet. Anyway, so we hadn't seen or talked to each other since we was 19. And then we started talking again, and she married now. Her son graduated high school. Like she got a new baby and all of the things. So we talking. We talked for like 2 hours, and then we got off the phone and ain't talked for fucking 2 weeks. Hello. And then when we did talk in the morning, she was just like. She just randomly sent me like this emoji. It was like, remember when you used to blah 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 blah, and then I laughed it off, and that was it. And we ain't talk again for like another 2 weeks. Oh my fucking god! Like I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. I'm not crazy. I'm not, and there's nothing wrong with me saying that. Mind you, it was so damn funny because I said it the same way with her because the last time we saw each other we was freaking 18, 19. So I said the same thing. I tell everybody the same shit. I'm like, okay, so don't get mad at me. We talking all day today, but I don't want you to feel like blah 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 blah, but I can't do this all the time. This is gonna be like a once every couple of months type of thing. Like I can't. And her response was like, "Nigga, don't nobody want to talk to your ass on the goddamn phone every day anyway." And she was like, "And that's weird as fuck for me to be texting you." Mind you, I didn't tell her about the situation that I just told y'all. That's just what she said to me. She was like, "Girl, that's just anybody trying to be texting your ass." Anyway, mind you, when I talk to her, her ass is married. She got a damn farm. She got chickens and goats and sheep and all types of shit. So and she's a full like stay at home mom too. So I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. Yeah, well, that was the combination this time. And I love you and I'm not trying to be rude, but no, we're not even gonna go there. Mm-mm. Cause you girl, you sexy. So we're not even gonna go there. Plus I love your name. Thanks, we talked for the first time 2 months ago. It's normal for me. Yes. You should be. But yeah, that's it. That was this conversation, even though it was a long one, that conversation was for the people who were emailing me. So look in the description box below. This next series over my channel is going to be all about porosity. Porosity. That is what it's going to be about. We're going to break it down, even though we've already have videos about porosity and things of that nature. We're going to go even deeper into them because even members got a brand new video where we were telling each other, like, okay, this is how we are going to break things down. Sometimes it may seem repetitive, like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but when you have had the ladder in your head over and over and over again, sometimes you need to hear it multiple times, right? Sometimes you need to hear it multiple times for it to sit in all the way. Right. I literally only have one female friend since middle school. She's an Aquarius. My other real friends are guys. Girl, and I understand why. I cannot. I cannot. Girl, yes, I am your friend in my head, girl, but I cannot. I can't. I'm the only girl in my generation. Girl, so you don't have none of them little girly girl bones in your body, period. That's cool. It is. Okay. Girl, oh my God. Listen, I have when I was born, my twin sisters were like 16, 17, and my brother was 10. So by the time I was 10 years old, I was in the house by myself. Everybody was gone. So I'm an only child. I was the only one in the house. I don't My mom and dad used to have to push me to go outside. And when I did go, I made one friend. One. I didn't want to sit around a group of females and just all of us talk. Leave me the hell alone. I don't want to talk to y'all. Beat it. One friend. That was it. One bed, one pillow, one match by myself, one blanket. That's it. I didn't do all of that shit. Like, girl, oh my God, I haven't been like that my whole life. Never. So I'm a super loner. Super loner. Like, oh my God. And I'm a Cancer sun and moon, but a Gemini rising. So if I have to like, hello guys, for the moment, then I can. But oh my God, after a while, I'm about to pass the hell out. Because your rising sign is who you present to the world. But your moon sign and all of that, that's like your core. Girl, in my core, I don't want to be talking to people. Oh my God, shit. People get on my nerves complaining about being emotional. And I'm actually not even, people get cancers confused. You got cancers earlier, like June cancers, and then you got cancers later in the month. I'm a later in the month cancer, so I'm not a crybaby cancer. Will I cry? Am I in tune with my emotions? Yes. But I need y'all to understand that there are more emotions than sadness. All people think about when they think about cancer is crying, but there are way more emotions than just like sadness, and I'm a master of all of them. That means go somewhere. I love you though. Me and my brother both behave like only children. My brother definitely act like an only child. He act like an only girl. He act like a little girl. I don't know why people need you to turn yourself inside out for them. I don't know, but I quit. Like two separate lives, but we get along great in person. All right, because y'all talking to each other. I love being alone in the quiet. I need peace, and most people don't have it. Girl, oh my God, I just love, like, when I get done here with y'all, I am going to change my clothes really quick, make up my bed again, because I'm like washing my sheets and stuff. I'm gonna make up my bed. I'm gonna go downstairs to my little quiet room, have my little quiet moment, and then I'm gonna get my food. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh my God, it's gonna be so magical. Everybody is different. That's fine, and that's okay. To me, that's a part of like getting to know people when you figure out like, oh, we don't match. Okay, that's fine. But you don't have to, girl. Yes, I used to feel like I wasn't a regular girl growing up because I wasn't emotional like the other girls around me. Yes. Oh my God. I just can't. I just can't. And like females make you feel bad. Like she's not a girl's girl. Like, oh my God, I don't want to talk to you every day. I don't care what you cook. I don't fucking care. Oh my God. I'm trying to get all of my shit together. We don't have to talk every day. Oh yes, I'm very mentally well, and that's because my daddy used to tell me all the time, say what you mean and mean what you say. And when you put things out there, either one or two things gonna happen. He told me everybody's gonna reveal themselves when you just speak it, when you just say what it is. That people reveal themselves, and they either gonna show you that they for you or they not, and that's what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I would take a book outside when my parents forced me. Girl, yes, me too. That's what I would be doing with a book outside or drawing. And my dad would be like, Latrice, just come in the house. This is my middle name. Just come in the house. That's the thing. We have emotions, but we should, yes, familiarize ourselves with them and know how to manage them in healthy ways. Absolutely. So I love y'all. We don't have to talk about this ever again. We're never talking about this again ever. And I'm begging you guys, please stop asking me. And for future references, if you ask me after today, I'm just going to delete your comment. I'm not entertaining this conversation or anything. I'm only making this video because and it's not like it was 500 people that sent me, but even one is too many. There were 6 people to be exact, right? All, not together, all like super intense, full paragraphs about it. And I just want you to know this before somebody else who's messy picks it up, right? And I'm not talking about the person. I mean, some other YouTuber see something and be like, oh my God, look at what happened. Nothing happened but what I just said. I love you so much. Again, all of the information is in the description box below. Make sure you check out the description box and my website. I'm going to leave again all of the information below so you can look at my blog. One of you, I don't remember which one of you was. I'm sorry. You'll probably be, I don't think you're in here. You'll probably be watching this on replay or whatever. But you were saying like how a lot of my ebooks were some of them was older, like the dates was from like a couple of years ago. So we went in and we changed everything, lifted everything up. Oh, again, you guys know YouTube's making a whole lot of different changes and stuff. Moderators, if you see, like, if you get a notification that you're no longer a moderator, it's nothing personal, right? Nothing happened, but they're like removing like spam accounts and things of that nature and trolls and stuff. So they're just deleting people as moderators, and then or just people in general, right? And then after they get done, then we go back and post them up, right? You can go back and add people in, but I'm not doing that until like probably like the end of next month because I don't want to just keep going back and forth. So if you are no longer a moderator, don't think it's like, oh, Sin's mad at me or something. No, 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 no. Nothing happened. Nothing happened like that. But as they go through with everything, switching everything on and off or whatnot, that's what happens. Give me a 2 in the chat if y'all want me to just show y'all how to maneuver the website real quick to get to the blog, to get to this information really quick. Give me a 2 in the chat if you want me to show you, and then I'll show you, and then we'll leave. Okay. But that is it, and that is all. And I really, 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 really want y'all to all, hey, ooh, hey, sexy. I'm knocking stuff over because you're so sexy. But yeah, we are going to I'm gonna just go into it real quick. Let me just share this screen with you guys real quick. Give me a 5 in the chat if everybody's okay today. I hope nobody's offended. As much as I did not want to have this conversation, After being on YouTube for so long, unfortunately, it's something that I cannot avoid. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I swear I did not want to fucking talk about this shit today. But I wanted to get this over and done with. Y'all had the porosity video first. Let me know. Have y'all seen the video that I posted earlier today? The video that was uploaded earlier today. If you haven't, go watch it when we get done here. Right. But let me just get over to my website and just show you how to work with stuff. We are again, we are changing and adding so many different things to the site, to the apothecary. Oh my God, like y'all just not even ready for the stuff that we have at the apothecary. Like you're just not ready. You're just not. But anyway, okay. So this is what my website looks like, right? And when you get over to the home page, for obviously this is home, and this is where you can, this gives you a straight link to the apothecary. If you want your free porosity test, just click the button right here, shukala boom, shukala bam. Some reviews. If you want to get to the Send Out Network, you just click here, and that's a whole nother thing. I was actually gonna do that video on there, but I'm like, no, let's get this shit over with on here. This is the apothecary. You click here. It's the herbal bar where all the herbs are. Then I have different bundles that, a lot of you are like, oh, what herbs and extracts do I put together? So there are different bundles with the herbs, the extracts, the different soaps, and all of the things, right? And then extracts and tinctures, my body bar that has all of my soaps and things of that nature, scalp bar that has like witch hazel and rose water, and then more information and mugs that are coming soon, right? So then under courses and programs, if you are interested in signing up for like the 7-day challenge or anything like that, that is the button that you would click under courses and programs, and you would just select the one that meant the most to you. Looking at each one, it tells you how many people are active in the group or actively doing the challenge, like people who haven't finished. And it's 38 people who haven't finished the blueprint, but there are 816 people who have not finished the growth cycle blueprint. I mean the 7-day challenge. But I digress. Yeah. So that's that. My ebooks are right here, and then you go over to where it says more, and you can see testimonials, my blog, refer a friend, where you get different points and credits and loyalty points and the things. But the blog is here. And if you wanted to follow along with what we were doing or what we were looking at today, it is the very first blog post right here. Let me make sure you can see it. Yes, it's right here. So this is the very first blog post that is here, and you can just go through. We have so much detailed information. Everything that I talk about, almost every video that I make has a blog post to go with it. The truth about oiling your scalp, debunking myths. I have all of the information with the scientific articles. Everything is here on my blog, and everything is current. So if you wanted to like know more detail and you want to really read up on things and search different articles and things of that nature for yourself, then you head right over to the blog. But make sure that you are here tomorrow so you can get the next video that we have for porosity and the things within this series. Remember that even though this series is about porosity, we are really, really diving deep into how you are actually supposed to treat your hair based on the natural science of the body, not based on Sindal and some theory that I made up, not any of those things, right? So I love you guys to the absolute moon and back. Thank you so much for sticking here with me. I want to apologize to everybody. I'll fix. I'm gonna fix it later. Just give me a second, okay? Thank you guys. I'll fix it. It'll be fixed by tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna do it when we get off of here, but I'll fix it later, okay? One thing you can do is join my free group. That is in the description box. If you join my free group, it's in the group. you can download it in the group. So it's up to you what you want to do. Okay. So I'll fix that for you in a second. A second being sometime tomorrow. So I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for hearing me. Again, I want to apologize to anybody who heard conversations that you didn't want to hear because you know I don't do that here on the channel. But I have to get ahead of stuff before it becomes something else because, like, very, 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 very small molehills can be made out of mountains with very, very little effort. So, I love y'all so much. Make sure you let me know in the description box, below, in the comments below, if you're watching this on replay, if there's anything that I have not addressed thus far. I'm going to put links in the description box below because I already have a full porosity playlist. So I promise I'm not just saying this to try to get views from you, even though this would be great. I'm going to leave the whole porosity playlist within the description box, right? Watch those videos, and then after you watch those videos, come back to this one, and whatever questions you still have, leave them in the comments, right? I love you guys so much. I hope everything was super easy to understand. I love you too, lady. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too. Bye.